Another thing that we do, and she encourages the group, is like find a pair of pants that's like really tight, you can't button, and try that on every 1 to 2 weeks and see, hey, is it getting looser? And the minute you fit into those pants, it is such an exciting moment. First off, I love you. What you've done for me is so amazing, and what you do for other people. I love your personality. You are bigger than life to me and to our entire group. And I just wish I lived next to you and we could be best friends. So before Nikki, I just um kind of did whatever I wanted to do. I had done tons of different diets trying to lose weight. I started and stopped so many exercise programs, and just did all of that type of stuff. And I've got a knee injury, so things are always a little more challenging. I've got a knee replacement coming up in 10 weeks, which is exciting. But I really felt like I'm at a spot in my life. I'm retired, I have grandkids, and I wanted to not be in pain all the time. I really wanted to be my best self and a little bit healthier. But every time I tried doing something like that, it didn't last. So that's kind of where I was at beforehand. Life was good, but I wanted it to be better. Oh God, the list goes on and on. If there's a diet out there, I probably did it. So, I did things like Nutrisystem, Weight Watchers, MetaFast, you name it, I did it. And I'm successful. I can diet pretty well. When I get in this mindset, I can go pretty good. But the minute I stop dieting, guess what? I go right back to all my old habits and I gain weight back, and I'm doing the same thing I did before. And I knew that vicious cycle needed to stop. So I kind of was searching around and just ran into Nikki. And oh my God, my life has been so different since I found her. My knee's been an issue for years, but it can kind of limp along and do my thing. I play with the grandkids, but I can't easily get on and off the floor, those kinds of things. And I didn't like that, but even that wasn't really motivating me to get it done. In my mind, I wanted it to, but it just didn't happen. And then I really hurt my knee bad, and literally I limp around everywhere. And I thought, I can't live like this. I need to get my knee fixed. But to get my knee fixed, I need to be healthier. I have no muscle going on here because I've been being on the sofa because my knee hurts. It's a vicious cycle, right? And I just couldn't seem to get the eating under control. And I thought, you know what? This is it. You have got to make changes if you want to have a happy life. It was personal. I had coaching directly with her, plus there's two other coaches on her team. And so they know you. They get to know you. We have coaching calls every week, with our whole group. Plus you have your coach that's assigned to you that you report in every week. You can reach out anytime to any of the coaches, ask questions, get some ideas on something. If something's not working right, it's like, I'm hungrier in the evening, I told them. I said, I've been doing really good, but now I'm feeling like I really want a snack. They're like, oh, why do you think that's happening? So they always are asking you questions. So they go through this whole thing, asking you questions, and all of a sudden, usually you have an epiphany moment and they're like, yeah, that might work. And they're like, you probably need to add more food at your meals and make sure it's more protein. And then voila, guess what? I'm not hungry in the evening anymore. That's never happened before, where I get that personal attention and we brainstorm and then we come up with something to try, and it works. You do any of these other diets and you follow their diet and then all of a sudden you're like eating too much. Well, you're just mad at yourself. There's nobody to bounce it off and say, do you have an idea what's going on with me? And I'm learning through Nikki and her group that everybody's body's different and our bodies adapt to the weight loss. And so you have to change it up. And if you don't change it up, you're not going to be successful. And then you spiral and it's not good. For me, my measurements are down, I'm down a couple of inches in almost every part of my body, which is amazing. Another thing that we do, and she encourages the group, is like find a pair of pants that's like really tight, you can't button, and try that on every 1 to 2 weeks and see, hey, is it getting looser? And the minute you fit into those pants, it is such an exciting moment, right? But beyond like measurements, right? I have been exercising more and consistently. They really encourage you to walk every day, even if it's just a little bit, walk every day. So I really built up all of my walking. I started a Pilates class, which I've been loving doing. So I find I do all of these things. My stamina is better. I've been hiking again. I can do my hiking so much easier than I did before. And other wins. I had heartburn every night. I have not had heartburn since I started the program, which is huge, right? So there's wins along the way like that. You get ready and you don't hate your clothes anymore. I don't know, just there's so many little wins that are in there that it's hard to even remember all of them. When I first joined, I didn't know how I would even like the group calls, right? Because you can have individual coaching. If you want to do it privately, you can just work with your coach one-on-one, but they always have the group calls and encourage people to join those because it's amazing what you learn when somebody else needs coaching on something. So we're all at different points in the thing. It's not like, oh, this group, we all joined and we're starting on this day. There's people who've been in it for, 5, 10 weeks or longer. There's people who are brand new. You go the spectrum of it. But everybody is so encouraging of each other. And so sometimes people come up and they have an issue, you have the same issue. So next thing you know, you're the one asking a question of them and helping them. And I think when you're working together and you're sharing things that you've done, it ingrains it even more within you. So you're learning about yourself as well as all of these women in the group. And like I said, we have our group Facebook group that we have. Then we have a chat separately that we're all in. Plus, several of us message each other within Facebook privately as well. So this community of like-minded women who are kind of going through the same thing as you are is amazing. It's hard to say how much I really love these women. So, like I said, hopefully some of these are lifetime friends. It's hard for us to invest in ourselves. Okay. It's easy to spend money on all these different things, but it's kind of hard to invest in ourselves. And finally, I was talking to my husband and I said, I'm really thinking about doing this when I first started. And he's like, well, do you think that you're going to stick with it? And I said, I want to say yes, but it's new. I don't know, but I want to say yes. Everything I'm reading, I had talked to Nikki. I said, it sounds amazing, but I want to say yes. So he said, well, I'm going to buy this for you for your Christmas and birthday present. He bought that gift for me and it has been amazing. The thing that you will get out of that is self-confidence, self-worth, friends, obviously losing weight. There's two of our coaches are like one's a yoga teacher, one's a personal trainer. So they come up with personal instruction for you on exercise. The way you eat is so good. I mean, I have so many good recipes. And again, there's nothing off limits. So if anybody's even considering it, I can't even tell you what you're going to get out of this. I would not even blink. I would run and sign up right now because you just want to get the party started. It's something that you can do forever and feel great about yourself and make some amazing friends along the way. She's an unbelievable personality. She's larger than life. She is funny. She's fun. She's direct. She is a little bit salty sometimes, which makes it so much more fun because it's real, right? And kind. She is kind. She's been through this before. I have never, sometimes somebody will say something and I think, oh, I can't believe you did something like that. And Nikki would never even think that. She's like, oh yeah, we've done that before. All of us in here have done that, and then they start talking through it. So the amount of compassion she has is amazing. but not in a sappy way at all. I wouldn't like that at all. It's just direct, compassionate, and she really cares about everybody who is in her group.